and say that I know who Connor and Scott got, and I'll say that those two Santas have a bond that can never be broken, and no one can ever destroy that bond. No werewolf, no witch.
It's
no
clearly
nothing.
Nick and Greg.
Yeah.
Why don't you go first, Scott, since you're playing it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. Your person lives in Albany, Georgia.
Yeah.
Listen, I knew when I mailed it, like, there's no hiding it. But here's the thing, like, because I had it mailed to me first because I wanted to put something in it. When I went to the post office like a moron, like I'm sitting there filling it out, and I said, "Hey," I asked this lady, and she's not happy, you know. And I was like, "Is there a way I can just not put my info on there at all?" You know? And she was like, "No, you have to put your stuff on there." And I was like, "Well, we're doing like this Secret Santa thing, and I don't want them to know it's coming from me." And she was like, "Sir, there's a line." And I was like,
and you're about to cross it.
Yeah, and she was like, yeah. She was like, "Just don't put your name." And I was like, "Okay, all right, it is what it is."
You should have just.
I got Scott. All right.
I'm
You
excited.
should put on their S clause.
You should have put on. You just should have went to the. Ooh.
Oh,
there you go. Hey.
Whoppers are one of my all-time favorites, so I don't know how you knew that.
I got Waze.
Oh my God.
Birdie told me you like Whoppers and peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
He's trying to
You had
pump you
candy
up.
on your wish list?
I did, yeah. Well, no, I didn't have it on my wish list, but the Smart Santa.
It was like a whole public shopping.
Monster pack for King of
Oh,
Tokyo.
yes, for King Tokyo.
Ooh.
And then one of my favorite games that's been on my
There
wish list
she is.
since it came out.
Hi, Candace.
We just started, Candace. You didn't miss much.
First edition. First one.
Oh, pretty neat.
Which is awesome. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it, John. That's awesome.
Dude, when I first looked at your list, I wanted to get you Fireball Island.
Yeah.
I saw it, and I've got Fireball Island, and I went immediately to like Amazon and to 2 other places, and they all said will arrive like in January. Like, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, even Amazon, and I was like, crap. And so I moved on. Yeah, to something.
It's
else.
all good. This is one of my favorite games. I've only played it a couple times too. So
everybody I know that's like an actual gamer, because I'm not. I pretend I am. When I think I told them, I was telling them about our Secret Santa thing, and I was like, this is what I got, and I showed them what I got, and I was like, this is what I'm putting in the mail. Like all my friends that are gamers were like, ooh, Marco Polo. They were like, that game's great, and I was like, crap, maybe I need to get it, you know.
As a friend, my list was a little overwhelming because that's just like my general list that I just add games to like nonstop. So it's got 100 games on that list.
Oh, wow.
My list, yeah.
Jay, could you look
thank
at your
you very
messages?
much.
I look at my messages.
Nice. Very cool.
Could I told Jenny.
I'm gonna go back on mute here just so I can.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
No
you-
problem, Scott.
Thank you. That
Yeah,
was
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, man.
And I will be still listening.
Yeah, cool.
So
Yeah,
so he
Nick,
says
that's
don't
cool.
talk about him
Okay.
still
I
because he
think
can
that's
hear
totally
us.
cool, man.
Sorry.
I'll just tell them so no one else is thrown off. Jenny's about to pop in here. She's not in the Secret Santa, but she thinks this is cool, and yeah.
Sure.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh, whatever. Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? Jay,
Oh, yeah,
if you can't find a game, Jay, you let me know. I got a local store. I can find
Yeah,
a
you-
game for you,
Oh,
even if it's
man.
Fireball Island. I know some places where I could get it.
Jay, were there an odd number of people in the Secret Santa? How would that have worked?
yeah.
Oh,
it,
it's
it still works out. For a second,
still
I was thrown by that because I was like, "Oh, this mathematically can't work." And then I stopped and thought for a few more minutes, and I was like, "Oh, I mean, just imagine it just
You
kind
just
of
have a triangular
like
trade
goes in a
thing
circle,
going on.
you
Yeah.
know, like,
Okay.
it still
Yeah,
works
circle,
out. but
yeah.
it's odd. Yeah.
I could have 2 people have me a secret person. So
That would work.
if that
Yeah, you
happens,
know,
just
I'll take
Works
people
it
wanna
works
send
either
stuff to
way, and Nick's
Right? That's okay.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if I should be waiting for 2 boxes.
Dude, I wanted.
Maybe.
fair logic.
I almost packed up my Fireball Island and sent it to him. I wanted him to have it so bad because I was like, because I know he has a little kid,
So
you
fun.
know, and I was like, but dude, I couldn't find it anywhere. It was, I mean, everything was like after December, and I was like,
I think it
I'm
was.
here to
like,
help you, Jay. I'm here to
It
help.
was in like a lot of like Barnes and Nobles and stuff, and I think they probably just
Oh yeah.
they sold more than they had. That's
Yeah.
probably what happened.
yeah.
I'm almost certain that I could have found that for you, and we could have sent it up there.
Sure, I should have. I don't know, but
That's
then I got
all right.
excited about giving them
A little different. Marco Polo Fireball, and a little different.
yeah, Marco Polo and a
Right.
Cthulhu figure for King of Tokyo. I was like, okay, this will work.
Nice. All right.
And
Well,
M&Ms.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
listen, Connor, I don't know if my hint helps you at all.
It's narrowed it down for me a little bit. I was actually after I made my guess yesterday, I was like, I should have went with the other one. This sounds so right, but I'm gonna guess Chris is my Secret Santa.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Why don't you try one more time? Just try one more time.
Yeah.
Okay,
you would
maybe it was
be-
me.
Yeah. Just in case, Candace, because you didn't get to see this yesterday. This is what I opened yesterday.
This is what he got.
Is there coal actually in there?
Charcoal briquettes.
I love it. Yep. You know what though? You can't necessarily narrow that. See, I would have done something like that to you.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
that's
have
the thing.
you.
Like getting that, I was like, it
But-
could have been anybody. Anybody could have sent this to me.
I agree with this. I co-signed on the message. Secret Santa.
Oh.
All right. Well, I
That's
got
awesome.
something right here. I'll go ahead and open that up. Actually, this came like I was like waiting all day, and packages just kept showing up at our house today for whatever reason. They were all showing up today, and I kept looking, and I'm like, nope, not it. Nope, not it. Like there were like 4 packages that came today, and none of them were it. And then we went on a walk, and as we were going on the walk, I saw the Amazon truck, and I was like, all right, this has to be it. And it finally was. Oh, nice. This seems about pretty appropriate. Game
Nice.
of Thrones.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I'm
Nice.
extremely excited to play this.
Nice.
That game looks super fun.
Yeah, I think the theme to the game too. Like, if there's a deceiving game out there, it should have that theme on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, got to be the number one.
I love that.
I did get something else as well.
Interesting.
You gotta have another bag with sticks in it.
Was there
And,
any notes? Did you get any notes from your Secret Santa?
This one, I'm happy to say that now, Jay, you and I can both play this.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thank you,
Oh.
Chris.
Was there
I'm
anything
really
else in that box?
What'd you say?
Was there a note or anything?
Oh, you keep. That was the other thing. Chris yesterday was like, "Oh, see if there's a note in there." I'm like, "All right, it was definitely Chris. He's like doing all the notes."
You're supposed to send that anonymously through the Elster thing.
I would X-ray that note
I
before you
do.
open
I
it.
do things trickyly.
Yeah.
Like the gadget type
Oh,
stuff. Somebody said
he's got
somebody
something he's
brought that up the
opening.
other day.
All right,
Throw it across the room after you read it.
I'm
There's
gonna,
no
I'm gonna turn my
self-destruct.
camera off real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's
It's
going on
family
here,
friendly.
guys?
We have to.
Oh
there's a
Lord.
mask.
Oh
There's a mask with
Lord
scriptures involved.
Jesus.
What? I didn't. It's not me.
Did you make him Robin?
There it is.
Oh, that's neat.
I need to wear this.
Nice.
See, I need to wear this to school tomorrow. Kids will be like, "What is that? What is you?" That's awesome.
How neat.
Nice.
That's
Thank you,
neat.
Chris.
That's
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No
That's
problem.
neat.
And he even tried it on before he
now
sent it to you to
now
see if it
my
worked.
next werewolf game, I gotta wear that mask and the button.
And the foot.
At the
pin.
end.
And the
Yeah.
button. Nobody will know who you are, so you're perfect. You'll be hiding.
Yeah.
Hey,
Change your name.
change your name and good to go. Good to go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Did Chris
Cool.
tell you they had me staying up till dark 30 again being evil, Jay?
I heard.
That's why you had to summon me, because I was minding my business and apparently a wrestler came in my room and did a move on me and I woke up from a nap I didn't know I took.
That's it. The
Wow.
people's elbow got you. Got you.
I
Yeah.
just been hanging out with my friends too much.
See, this is this. You hear the music. and you see
Yeah.
Chris's background, this is a happy place. Get away from the clock tower and the village and all that.
Yeah.
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 Those darn villages. Always crazy stuff always going on there.
There's no
convinced
bad in
Play
here.
that if you play that enough, you're gonna actually think that you're one of those characters in the game. You're gonna.
I feel like in public, I'm going to defend and attack against someone who's not attacking me in public one day. Someone's gonna like be reaching for something, and I'm gonna like react.
You're
Werewolf.
gonna start dreaming your character.
Yeah, imp.
And see,
Get
the bad
on.
part is everything is taped. And we'll
Yeah,
be like, storytellers, moderators, you see what's happened. No, if you make him evil one more time, he's gonna
Yeah.
break. We collectively got together and bailed him out of jail.
yeah.
This
It's gonna
incident.
be straight up like that
Easy.
movie, Frailty with Matthew McConaughey. I'm gonna start just seeing demons. All right, so Candace, I can give you a hint as to who your person is, or do you already know?
No, I don't already know.
Okay.
I
I'm
have-
They're not
Okay.
here. They're not here. They're not. here.
Okay.
So go ahead
Okay.
and if you want to make a guess, you can make a guess
Yeah.
before you open.
I haven't opened my boxes yet.
Okay.
Nobody's like publicly asked me, are you coming? Are you going to be there? The only thing is that I think that the last two people, that's not good enough because one person I play with all the time. And so they were one of the last people to join in, but that just might have been a regular friend request. I thought maybe they were like kind of searching for other clues and stuff. So I really have no idea.
Ooh, I
All right.
nominate Kyle.
All right,
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll give you. You do have an idea?
I think that it might be Kyle. He was like the last person that sent me a friend request. Like the last person that added me, and then he sent me a friend request.
All I know is this is perfect timing when Kyle just jumped in.
Right.
Like I'll leave it alone because I mean,
Nice.
It's absolutely Kyle. It's absolutely Kyle.
So I thought I messed up big time because I was so excited about the thing, and I had had a few drinks the night that you
we were
Finished
talking
it?
about-
Mhm.
So then I was like, oh, I got Candace. I'm gonna go friend her. And I hit it on Facebook, and I was like,
He
shit,
did, but
he's gonna know.
I was like, I giggled, but I was like, but we're also playing a whole lot of blood on the clock
Yeah.
tower.
Yeah.
Well, that was going to be
I said,
my.
well, I
just
made a
told
mental
you
note,
the
but
person
I
wasn't
let it
here.
be.
And then he
What'd you
jumped
say?
in, and I was thinking, oh man, I just told her I'm going to have her guessing all night because I just told her I'm not here. But he came
There
in
we
at,
go.
like,
And I
the
was
right
like, he
time.
popped up in the
was
corner.
very
And I
well
was like, well, okay.
Yeah, it was perfect because Candace was like, I don't really have a guess, and then Kyle jumped
And
in.
then, yeah, it changed.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
literally
Okay,
just
well,
walked in the door from work, and I pull up the thing, and it's like, oh, here's the link for Candace. I was like, well, I got to go in now.
See, I actually, and you know what? Because y'all kept me up so bad yesterday, y'all knew for 3 hours what I was and exactly what I was doing, but it took y'all forever to figure it out. And I was like, God, I'm gonna turn you into something completely obsolete. It's, after everybody has no information, y'all are gonna figure out who it is. So I keep making me work for my evil.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me the other day, I actually was good and I died the first night. And do you know somebody had the nerve to ask me if I killed myself off? And I actually was good. So guess what I did this morning?
What'd you do?
Dude.
Killed yourself off?
Well, in the game yesterday,
You killed yourself off?
had the vigor mortis kill me off and I was a pit hag. So I just sat back, just having a good time.
Yeah.
So
That was
but
like,
yeah, I thought about that. I kept a mental note and I was like, well, he didn't say anything. And I wasn't going to push it because I wanted to be surprised. So, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not as, I've taken seal off, but I've not opened the box yet.
okay.
But anything that I can play with my boys or we can just kind of have fun because I'm in like my little golden time with them. Most of the time it's like, what are you up, Mom?
Right.
So then I think you'll be really happy because there was one game that I got that was not on your list that I got because I
Okay.
enjoyed it so much.
Nice. I
okay.
like
It's
it.
a gamble.
Yeah, I like it.
Ooh.
So listen, so like when I just kick them out and I convert their rooms into gaming rooms, you know, and the world turned right, you know, I'm just gonna start working on my collection. So when all my new friends come, y'all actually can, you know, I'm not gonna buy anything from Amazon except for games and tables and chairs. We good. All right. Oh, neat. Thank you. Hold on a minute. I got a note. Okay. He didn't give himself away. It just says hi and joy from Secret Santa. I gave myself away in my note to my Secret Santa. I don't know if she
I gave myself away completely with
Yeah, on the box.
full address
All right.
box. Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Jenny's here. She
Oh.
hears you.
Kenny's here.
Ooh.
This is
Oh, nice.
actually what I really wanted, because who doesn't want to eat their children and get away?
Yes.
Awesome.
Sounds
You
like
thought
fun.
you had bread,
That game looks so fun.
but I poisoned
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about that.
Man,
Do you
that's
suspect
cool.
your brother?
Right.
Poisoned me.
Donner dinner.
I've been looking forward to this one because I mean, like, we really enjoy that. And our neighbor next door, they have 2 girls, and right at the beginning of the COVID stuff, we actually had like a room. It was the first time we had our room full of 7, 8, 7. Yeah. Who else was here? 7. And this and my son's 16th birthday party, we had a bunch of them playing one night, and we had a house full. And so, you know how you found out that you really, really like things that you didn't know you liked? I was an only child. So my cousins were not brainy and nerdy. They were real sporty like me. So, I mean, unlike me, well, you know what I'm trying to say? I was not the sports person, but so they didn't really want to do stuff like that. So this is a new part of my life that is pretty neat. So yes, thank you, Cal. because I
Eating
really like
people
it.
is a new part of your life. What?
Yeah.
It teaches
Food
history as
people,
well.
you know, I mean, I
Moving
just
on
need
up.
to get used to it in case the world descends any further into chaos. I
That's
mean,
fair.
Well,
you know,
And if you got a group that's played one night a lot, they can definitely learn that game. So
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah. So I figured, I'm like, that's a different, you know, different card elements,
Yeah.
which that shouldn't be too hard to learn. So yeah, I've been wanting it. So thank you. I've also been wanting this.
Oh wow.
It's kind of
I've
hard to
also
read.
been-
Yeah, it's hard to read.
I talked about that.
Alien.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
chameleon.
Chameleon.
Oh, chameleon.
Oh,
That's why it's hard to read.
Yeah, that is why it's hard to. Okay, so if I pan out, it's still light, but yeah.
Very
There we go. That's a little better.
Thank you, because this is another game that's going to be really good for our group too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because we played headbands one day, and don't you know, I wanted to put everybody out one night. I had a butterfly on, and I said to a room full of perfectly intelligent people, "Do I have 6 legs?" No. 2 hours later, 3
Yeah.
turns later, my son is like, "Mom, you know what this is?" And I was like, I've guessed everything at this point. Okay, everything.
Mhm.
But I give up. I take this thing off and see this butterfly.
Maybe they were counting the antenna.
Guys, this is not a spider. It's another kind of insect, so it has 6 legs. The one in the picture has 6 legs. I was so mad.
Oh, I was just about to say, maybe one of the legs is hidden in the picture.
I was so mad.
Maybe their specific butterfly was missing legs.
Okay, so that was the game that I picked.
A good game too.
I knew.
Oh, nice.
That's a fun game.
That game is just, I bought it kind of on a whim and I played it. And that night, 2 or 3 of my friends went and bought it, like while we
Have
were
fun
playing
with
it.
this.
It is just the most ridiculous, stupid fun you'll have.
See, that's the kind of, but see, that's what works with my boys. Cal, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We'll have fun with this.
They will love that. I
Yeah.
played that with my kids and adults, but my kids love that game.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's
Thank
it's like
you.
it's
Thank you
just
so
stupid
much.
and easy and a riot. You'll have a
But
blast.
you know, that's what I live for the moment. So
Yeah.
Gotta do
Thank
your
you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
That's right.
Thank you. And all of our 3 a.m. conversations, you never confess. So I know that you are a man of great fortitude.
There was one night where you were like, Kyle, I'm mad at you. And I was like, Candace, I promise I'm going to make it up to you, but I couldn't say anything.
It's been really crazy if you did a whole, I was like, no, you told Jason my role.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I forgot to tell you. So there was the one day we were playing Blood on the Clock Tower and I came into your room and you're like, Kyle, what did you do with your package? And I was like, does she know? Does she know that I got her the gift? You were like, where did you put your package? And it was supposed to deliver the next day. So I was like, did it come early? Like,
my
what happened?
gosh, yes.
So that's why when you were like,
That was funny. He was a trapper. And so like he places basically a trap on like a certain place in the grimoire. He didn't know I knew, but like, were you bluffing that day?
no, I was playing as the
You actually
trapper, but I
were the
just
trapper,
didn't know
you-
what you were talking about because I thought you were talking about my
That was, 'cause he didn't know I
package, like the
knew.
actual package.
That is funny.
That is funny.
It's very funny.
Gotta make that
That's
stuff up
funny.
there.
Got it.
That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, I left the box over there and I said, I'm going to wait. And y'all kept having them on nights that I was at work. So I actually called it. I didn't have a patient and I'd sanitized the unit. So, you know, we'll probably start having more people after the holidays. Unfortunately, but yeah, so it worked out. So I got to participate. All right. Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. What
It's
did you
funny.
do with your package?
It's funny. I heard you just say you told Jason my role, and that just reminded me of a funny story that happened one time where every time I've ever played with Trey, he does that. In the game. Right now, he's telling people what my role is in the next game that I don't even have yet.
Yeah. Well, I think Trey.
I
I think
believe
Trey
that.
has.
I like to mess with Trey.
I think he's been scorned. So if you know that he does that next time, you can just assume he's evil.
Well, I will say the
And
last
then
time
Jason's
I
evil
played,
too.
the last time I played with him, he was a new Trey, and I hadn't played in a while. And we met. He said, "You want to meet?" And we met the first day, and he just went, "I'm just going to tell you, I'm not telling you anything." And I was like, "You asked to meet with me," and he was like, well, "I'm just telling you, you can say what you want. I'm not saying anything." He was like,
Share what you like, but yeah.
He's like, "I don't play that way anymore and stuff." And I was like,
He played a few games with Chris and now idolizes Chris's play style.
Because it used
Sit
to
there the
be
whole
good.
game and not say anything.
I told him
Wait
he's
till the
gotta find
last
a
turn.
balance.
I'm the mathematician.
Mathematician.
Nobody believes you. You should have told us that night one. I was like, Chris, come
I
on
didn't.
now,
I didn't
dude.
want to die. I didn't want to die. I want to
But
get.
that would have been good
You, like-
information to know when I came to you as
Tear down,
the.
they
All
threw
coming
somebody in
out.
the game that can take the demon. Like you can still sit in
Get him.
night
It's,
57. I'm not
This
saying
makes me
it.
think of like something that I think would be really cool to do sometime. But like, I would love to do like a Zoom meeting with everyone and like just like talk about some of like your favorite memories from any
Experiences, yeah.
werewolf or blood. I think it would
Be a
be
good conversation.
I think that'd be nice.
That would be
I
fun.
like
It's
that.
so much fun.
Oh,
That is hilarious because I did ask you that and you did look at me so crazily that I thought that I caught you in a bluff. I was like, he's lying. He told everybody he's the trapper. He has no idea what I'm talking about. I really had begun to think you were evil.
I
And
was I was
asked you
jumping over to
again.
Amazon to make sure those packages hadn't delivered yet.
Dude, that last game that we played, because I hadn't played in a while, and I played last week, and it was the game that it was my first time playing with Yahoo. Oh man, that's already that would be in my list of experiences. It's the one where we killed him early because somebody had information that he was a Scarlet Woman or whatever, and it made sense. So he died early, and no one like met with him like the rest of the game. And I think it was like day 4, he just said, "Hey Jay, do you want to meet?" And I was just like, "Yeah, okay," because I just felt bad. And like that's one of my experiences was just that meeting alone with him, because I got in there and watching him try to sell it, and he was like, "Hey, so listen, I'm not the Scarlet Woman, and I'm the empath," and I was just like smiling and laughing, and he was like, "Stop laughing, man." He's like, "I'm really not," and I was like, "It's cool, man. Like we could just hang out, you know." And he was like, "No, man, I'm not."
But I want you to know that even since then, He gave a wonderful Minion speech to me the other
He's
day.
played
That
700
was the
games
most
since that game.
epic.
Who's played 700 games?
Dude, Yahoo went from like he's drinking from a fire hydrant with blood on Clock Tower right now. Like he
Yeah,
avoided it forever, and then he played, and now he's like, dude, if there was a game every night,
He's like, this is my favorite. Yeah.
every night he's like, guys, there's 3 of us. Let's it's like 2 a.m. and he's like, we can play together. Who wants to try to moderate? Like he's all
I
about
want
it.
you to know I'm watching that space station video and I'm giggling because there were a couple of times that he may have he almost blew my cover with Guami completely.
Uh-huh.
And then Guami was like, as Guami knew,
Braden.
good night, Braden.
Night, Braden.
Braden.
Good night,
Take care,
Braden.
man.
Guami knew
Picture
that he
here.
was supposed to be another minion. And then he was the one that kind of put it in Alex's head. Well, you know, if you would have brainwashed, you know, that Nam would have probably told Guami the same thing. That's what made him do that last poke. And I was scrambling.
Yeah.
Were any of you in
That's
the
funny.
game where and this I bring back up the Colton thing? Were any of you in the game
It's
where
not funny, Scott.
where Nam told Alex that Colton was this one role?
Yeah,
And then
the
Alex
coach
met
and kind of
me
mix
the
up.
next day and said, "Hey, I know you're this," and I'm thinking to myself, "Well, I wasn't. I was a bad guy, but he was telling me I was a good guy." I was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely that." And we found out later that Alex thought I was Colton and not me. So he was convinced- and we
Oh,
honestly,
That's what
I
Nam
was
said. He
there.
said, I don't
derailed
know
the game
if I
because I was able to use
if I
those
made a
as
mistake
the whole
or
game.
Alex heard me wrong. He
I
said,
remember
"But
that.
It was funny.
Dude, half of my favorite moments from Blood on the Clock Tower involve Nam either moderating or playing. And half of the ones when he's playing were earlier on. He's mellowed out since. But there were some games early where he would get fired up, you know, about
He's just like
No.
super quick. Like
Yeah.
I can't.
No,
Like there are times he'll rattle off like things as a storyteller after the game and be like, "This is what you guys missed." I'm like, "Hold, Nam."
yeah.
Like
Dude, but he would always crack me up because he would be like, all right, guys, this person's who we need to kill. And in Werewolf or Blood on Clock Tower. And you'd be like, well, why? And he'd be like, don't worry about it. You need to kill this person. We would kill them. They were innocent. And as soon as we get back the next day, he would go, someone would say, Nam. And he would go, it was a mistake. We need to move on. And he would always say, it's a mistake. we need to
Nam
move on."
has long discussions on Blood on the Clock Tower on the BGG thread on that. You should read
We have
what he
a
has
whole
to say
nother
on that
messenger.
subject.
Oh, wow.
We're still talking about the game from yesterday, and Cal, you were up, so Cal got to see it. The funniest thing with Nam that it has ever happened. Okay, usually when he runs Crazy Train, we're already getting kind of delirious. Okay, and it's always after midnight. It's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. He'll just up and run Crazy Train.
are you
So
talking
Jason is
about
like a
Saturday
little
night's game?
kid. Huh?
You're talking about Saturday night's game when he yelled at all of us?
Our Trouble Brewing game that got botched. So he was like, and Jason was like a little kid, crazy train. He's like, I'm not doing that. He said, I'm doing one more game. It's either going to be one of the 3 basic scripts. No, and then he was like, I'm not going to run BMR. Somebody said, I don't want to play a 5-hour game. So BMR is out the window. He says, I'm going to run TB. And I'm like, whatever. Boring, baby script, We completely botched it. And at the end, he was making fun of us. And he was laughing. He was trying to help us out. It was Adele, and we were tired. And like we had the information, like just, oh, that's not it.
Yeah.
Just completely, oh yeah, that was a decoy ping Alex got on Adele. The only other person that anything points to. And we just, just let Adele fly through. He says, I wish I had the video of his face because he made a little angry face. Number one, he's a baby. You never see him really get like out of character. He had a little angry face. He was like, see, that's why you don't need to be playing custom script. You're not ready to play custom scripts.
You guys can't even beat Trouble Brewing. You don't need anything harder.
He's like, you don't need anything harder than Trouble Brewing because you can't figure it out. It was so funny. That's why I said no. I'm saying we basically need to go to Blood on the Clock Tower at the kindergarten. It was fun. I wish I could have had a
That is
video or a
funny.
picture of his face. It was
Yeah,
so
I've-
cute, but it was so funny. It tickled me so badly.
I feel like anytime you're in a game, a Blood on the Clock Tower game, and Nam and Jason are both playing, it's like a second game. Like it's almost like Blood on the Clock Tower, and you have to deal with Jason and Nam and trying to get them back on this, like, because they're always enemies. Even if they're on the same team, they are.
He did him in so quick the other day.
They go after each other.
Oh yeah.
No, but he did. No, his first artist question is Jason or who else was it? Groove. Are either one of them the demon?
Yeah.
Me, Jason, and Groove were all evil. Jason was the demon. He goes after Groove first. They kill Groove. And Groove claims my bluff roll. Dude, you know, I've already told some people I'm this. I go to him. We had the story of saying, you know, you were outside. I'm actually the Oracle. I know you're not evil. We couldn't get Nam off of Jason's, but game was over in like 20 minutes. 15 of that
Adele-
being the night roll.
That same game, I also juggled Jason as the demon day one.
We could not work our way out of it at all. It was nowhere we could go.
Gil, Adele is his own worst enemy in every single game he ever plays. He is his own worst enemy. He likes to overthink everything. It's
He's getting a
hilarious.
little better. He's easing into it. He
Yeah.
knows not to test his luck with me because I can read him like
And
so-
every game I play, Adele and I do the same thing. Me and Adele meet the very first thing. That's like what we always do. And we usually go over like the strategy of what we're gonna do for the game. We don't even like say our roles. And like usually just in that first meeting, I know if Adele is good or bad. And then I just leave. Like
Depending on the way
I have
he
like already
strategizes.
put Adele into a category after that meeting.
he's starting to fake his thought processes now. He's like really he's got a better cover up now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, guys, I gotta head out. I gotta go to bed. I got work
All
tomorrow.
right, take care.
Connor's like, I don't
Kyle.
want to
Okay,
be here
Connor.
anymore.
Yeah, I gotta hit the road.
We'll
early
see you
tomorrow.
Thursday.
Yep, see you Thursday. For,
What's Thursday?
Waters.
Oh.
Chris, thanks for the gift.
Oh,
No problem.
Wednesday.
Thank you. Anytime.
Hey, isn't Ross? I think I'm signed up for a
Forbidden
Blood on the
Waters.
Clock Tower.
I gotta-
Is Ross doing one Friday? Is that Friday?
Yeah, I
heard
think he
there's
is.
something Wednesday.
Ross? Ross.
I thought.
I don't
thought I
know.
signed-
That might have been
I
a
don't-
werewolf game.
Maybe he's not moderating. Maybe it's Scott. Are you doing one Friday, Scott?
Wednesday. His
I
Doing
can't-
one on Wednesday.
Okay. Well, I know I signed up for one because Ross kept messaging me saying, "Sign up for this."
the werewolf game?
No,
It's Blood on the Clock Tower. I think it's Wednesday.
Is he gonna he's gonna
No,
we got a
Friday,
bunch of
December-
moderators now. That's neat.
Friday,
Storyteller.
December 4th. Maybe he didn't do it on the.
Okay.
No, he did because I signed up there. Yeah, I think he's got one before. I don't know. He guilted me and I signed up.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Peer pressure works really
Yeah.
well in this group always.
Amen.
Hey, Jay,
I
is
am
our,
weak-willed.
I was gonna say, is our the number dwindles of people who are still going to be getting gifts? Maybe at the end we could do some kind of wrap up thing, even people who've got them, and
Just show it real
yeah,
quick. Say,
just
hey,
show
show
everything
everything
real
again.
quick,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
just
that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
you know, a good maybe a good meeting before the right before Christmas. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, if
That's a
anybody
great
wants to,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that Sonya put up a picture. Did she open hers with you all?
Yes.
Yeah,
he
yesterday.
did yesterday.
Did she read the note
She did.
out
She-
loud?
She
Yep.
immediately.
It's on
opened
video.
it and said,
I'll post it at some
Whoever got me is a lady.
point. Yep.
There was
Yep.
something there that gave that away. I don't know what it was.
And
Well-
she said it smelled like cookies too.
Really? It came from Amazon.
She
That's
smelled
weird.
chocolate chip cookies.
That's weird. Yeah, I got it, and I was like, I couldn't find the base game anywhere. And she didn't have it on her list, but I couldn't find the base game anywhere. I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna trust that she knows what she
Yeah.
wants, but
She
I
got
hope
the base
that
game.
she's got the base
got-
game.
Yeah, she said that her and her family loved the base game, and they desperately wanted the expansion, so she was excited.
Good. And that's what I thought about. Like, what I really wanted to get her was that anniversary edition of Stone Age, but
But she did say that she wished she got that.
yeah, that
I'm
was the
kidding.
thing, and I was like,
I'm kidding.
what? No.
What?
Just nice spots.
I'm just playing.
See, and you doubt
But-
yourself, Jay. You doubt yourself.
Sorry.
You don't have to sit there like this.
Yeah,
Just be sarcastic. You
Yeah.
can lean into being evil. Just be sarcastic.
I just not built for it, Candace.
Dude, listen. I had poor Maya last night as my demon. She's the only person I know that hates being evil more than you, and I just had to help her out the best I could because she was
Well,
gonna do everything
what?
to say I'm not gonna kill me.
My favorite part of like werewolf is trying to read people. So whenever I'm bad, it's not the same trying to read who's the seer and all that as it is trying to read who the werewolves are. And so I think I part of me doesn't like being bad because that part of the game that's fun to me is gone. And even though Blood on the Clock Tower is a lot more logic, I still like trying to read people in Blood on Clock Tower too. Like I can read Jason and some others when they're bad. And so part of it is I'm sad because like I don't get to do that. I want to do that part, you know. So I like being good for that reason too.
Well, the storytellers have made me evil so many times randomly
Yeah.
that the only way for me to enjoy it, and I said this earlier in a little group chat, is that, you know, I like to be good so I can work out the puzzle, but when I'm evil, I can't just fold my hands because I'm evil and not enjoy the game.
Right.
I have to make the puzzle.
Yeah.
But I told them I need a break. Can't
I lucked out last time I was evil because I was a role that I think I told you out of all the minions, I was the one I needed to die first. And so it kind of worked out. So I was like, it took some pressure off. I was like, it's kind of helps the bad team. If I need to die before anyone else bad does. So it worked out. But
I like being the evil team because, like, obviously everyone likes trying to figure out the puzzle, but I think it's fun to kind of like ruin the puzzle too. And it's like watching the good team like put it together, and then you're just like, and if I push here, it all falls apart.
Little Jenga tower going there.
Told you.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I think it's fun to try to like, and I've made some good plays and I've made some bad plays by trying to do that. Like I've goofed for sure. Like if I say this now and like, what was the clock hand game? I tried to be clever and kind of shot myself in the foot where like at the end of the game, you guys were able to figure out that I had made the mistake.
Yeah.
well, I see Jenny's here.
Yeah,
One of
you
my
were, at least you were on the right side of that yesterday.
Jenny, if you're listening, one of my favorite experiences is I was in Jenny's first game of Blood on the Clock Tower, and that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Jenny, I really was going in. I was going in to verify that you got the cook's message. And I was like, so did anything happen? You were like, no.
Yeah. No,
I was like, dang,
I mean,
she's evil.
I had no idea. That was the first time I'd ever played that script. So
we all did. It was the first time us being run.
Yeah, so I was like, well, and then when you asked me that, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to say something, but I got nothing.
Nick, you gotta play. Have you played it yet, Nick?
Yes. You were in the game where I was instrumental in winning.
Oh, you were the mayor. Yeah.
Yes, I was.
That was a long time ago, and we had them, and you won it for us as the mayor.
Once I win, I don't play again because there's only one way to go from there.
That's very true.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a good game.
That's good. End on a high.
That's a rat hole I haven't gone down yet.
Nick, that was
because I
good game, man.
transformed
That was cool.
everybody that was gonna give you any information, Chris. You were the only one sitting there with full information.
my
Everybody's like,
information.
we got nothing. You're like 0319743. Like
I was all over the place. I was like, well, this is worthless.
I remember one time Chris met with me because I found out he was the demon. We were bad. And I think it was when you were demon and I had like, we were just rushing so fast. You told me what the bluff rolls were. And then somehow that same day I met with the other minions and we all like took them. Like
yeah.
Like
I
we
had
took all the
none.
bluff rolls and all of a sudden in the middle of the day as we all were talking in the village, I went, oh crap. We took all the bluff rolls and left nothing for Chris. Like, and I've just realized that and I can't like correct it right now.
I was a minion with Chris one game and he was like, yeah, just take the bluff rolls. I'll just wing it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I lost the whole game for us.
I think that was
one of my least favorite moments of Blood on the Clock Tower.
No, that was the same game. You and I were.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
And someone else was a minion. It was me, you, and someone else. Because it was funny because I came back into the village and it was just you and the other minion. And real quick, like right when I came in, you said, I'm claiming such and such. You know.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I don't. I don't say what I am anyway, so I'm like, I'll just
Right.
wing it. I don't care.
Yeah.
People can't really suspect me on the. I'm not telling you anything because that's what I always do.
Yeah. True.
I'll tell you what. In that second game we played after the first one that Candace found me out immediately, I was the mathematician. I went and talked to Guami, and I go, I have some information. He goes, oh, you're the mathematician. I'm like, how? He just knew right away my role.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sometimes
well.
he throws out crazy guesses.
Yeah, I could have
He
just been
gets
a
the
ridiculous
person
Yeah.
out
lucky guess.
themselves.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
true.
playing with
Me.
Guami in Blood on the Clock Tower.
Oh.
Like I've done a million times because Guami always, this is what I experience every time. In the first few days, there's like one or two people that he trusts completely. And he has all logical reasons to trust them. Like he should trust them. But by the end of the game, I always hear he'll say like, I don't know if I trust him. Like when it comes down to it, and it's
Mhm.
like time to like cast the vote. And if we get the demon, they die. And if we don't, we lose. It's at that moment, and it's the only moment when all of a sudden he goes, I don't know if I trust blank. You know, it happens
Yeah.
every game, man. And it's sometimes he holds
I'm going to say good night.
Oh.
All right. Hopefully we'll
Good
see
night,
you again
Steve.
sometime.
See you, Steve.
All right.
Take care.
Take
We'll see
care.
you later.
Thanks.
I think that's one of my favorite things about that game is that you can have it like all figured out.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the end of it, it's like
You doubt everything. Yeah. All of a sudden you doubt it. Yeah.
like it could all point to Chris. And then at the very end, someone's just like, but what if? And you're like, shit.
And then yeah, you reevaluate everything.
And
That's-
Candace's
too
favorite
tired
thing is
when I
that let's
played that
run it
game.
all back. Let's run it all back. No, Candace, we ran it
A lot
back
of
5
games.
times.
And there's a lot of games where when it gets to that point in the game, people are so tired that you don't care as much. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's true.
I hit that point hard last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, man, I don't even want to start to rethink. I remember Scott, because that's another game, Scott, that Scott and I were in. We were playing, and we came down to like one of two people, and we both something happened with the vote, or someone said something in their defense, and Scott and I made that face to each other, where we both realized like, oh crap, it's not him, it's him, and we still went on another day. But I think it was one of those things where we got to that point, and we didn't have the mental like energy left to go back 5 steps and then restart another path, because it was just like we were tired. You know, like that was funny. I remember we looked at each other and just went, oh, we didn't even say anything. It's like all the squares, but we knew we were looking at each other in the squares. Like
The final vote. So it was like,
it was the final. Yeah.
yeah. So it was, we knew we lost at that point.
Yeah. Oh man, they got us.
Yeah.
But I think it was one of those things where we looked at each other because we also realized like that we kind of knew we might have been wrong. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
you
That's
know,
what happened. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember that game, Jenny, and you were talking about Jay earlier.
Yeah.
Where Jenny was
Yeah.
faking the barber, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
librarian. And then it was like 3 or 4 of us left, and I killed Jenny so that it didn't look like we were the only pair left. And I said, now I'm the barber. And then she said, no, I'm still the barber. I don't know. I was like,
Yeah,
no.
we were doing a roll call where everybody had to say their role, and so I said barber because that's what I had been the whole time, or what I had been bluffing the whole time. And they're like, oh, and Nam, of course, is like, so can you confirm that you were not told a different role in the night? I'm like, oh shit,
Yep.
no, what? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hadn't played with